The big decision that the 50th GST Council made, and this is on the 28% on GST on online gaming. Now, while Madam Finance Minister has reiterated that it has been a unanimous decision, I'd like to understand from you what has been the major motive behind this. Is it the social angle? Is it the revenue angle?
Yeah, so first thing, see, it is only a reiteration, as you said, or a confirmation of the earlier stand of the department that online games, when played for stakes, as opposed to online games, not played for stakes, will be taxed at the rate of 28%. There was certainly a consideration, because when we are imposing any tax, considerations of equity and fair play and what other similar activities, how they are being taxed and at what rate is important. And so if you compare online games with entertainment, even if you compare it, with entertainment, some of the entertainment activities like entry into sporting events, for example, IPL, or just the mere entry into a casino or into a horse racing club, these also attract a rate of 28%. And in fact, some of the members even compared the tax rates being presently paid by the online gaming companies, which effectively worked out to only about 2 to 3%, with the tax rates on food, which even a common citizen consumes and pays taxes on them, where the tax rates are of the order of at least 5%. Right. If not, for some of them it goes up to even 18%, as you are aware. So in line with that, certainly, yes, the social angle, the social dimension, the equity angle, all these things were considered, and you are aware that this has been a deliberation which has been going on for a very, very long time. So it was a well thought out decision. It was taken after due consultations with all the stakeholders, including, the casino industry, the online gaming industry, and keeping the overall public interest in mind.
Great. You did mention about the casino industry, and I'd like to just get some information on this. Now, Goa and Sikkim, these two states, there were early reports that they were against the decision because, of course, casinos gets their maximum revenue from their tourism aspect. Was there some kind of discussion on if they would be helped in some other way, or were they okay going ahead with the 28% on whole?
No, all discussions relating to all the three games, three activities, that is online gaming, horse racing and casinos, all these were considered. It is not the mandate of the council actually to go into other aspects of revenue or compensation, and so those were not deliberated upon.
Great, got it. So one question, of course, this has been a decision that you've been deliberating on for long, but if I may ask, have these online companies started to reach out to you, because they're clearly unhappy with the decision, and they're expecting if the government could review or expect a rollback in some or the other way?
We had the GUM, you are aware that there was a GUM, a group of ministers, which was formed. It submitted its report. The report was sent back to the GUM by the council. So the GUM again, looked into it. They consulted the online gaming industry, as the others, as I mentioned earlier. Even I had personally met, the gaming industry, representatives of the gaming industry, before this decision was taken, to understand the whole issue and their views. They have not reached out. As of now, they have not reached out, but they are welcome to reach out. We are always open for consultations, but whether the decision will be reviewed, that's not something for me to decide. It's the council's decision. The decision has been taken just recently. It has been taken after due deliberations. It has been taken after consultations. And so in light of that, I really don't think that there is any possibility of reviewing the decision on merits. Yes, there can be discussions on. No, there is room for discussions on how you implement it going forward, because, while, as I said, the taxes have to be, equitable, they have to be efficient, they have to be also, easy to implement. So if we have to implement them, how easy we can make it for the gaming companies and for the others, while keeping the principles of taxation and the decision of the council in mind. Those respects, and they are always, even otherwise, they are always welcome to make their point of view. But insofar as the review on the principles, I really don't think there is much of a possibility.
Okay. So this will require an amendment, as we also discussed the other day during the press conference, and likelihood that you will also have to file a plea in the Supreme Court against the pending court decision. What is the kind of timeline that we are looking? Will this be possible within this fiscal year?
It will be our endeavor to get the amendment bill as soon as possible, preferably, in the monsoon session itself. If we are able to draft the law, that will be our endeavor, and to then also request all the states to pass amendments to their respective state GST laws. And it gets into effect once all the states and the center are able to pass amendments to this law.
What is the
And of course, responding to your second question, which is related to the judgment of the Karnataka High Court, we will be filing an SLP. The process is already at a very advanced stage, and we shall be filing an SLP in the Supreme Court in this regard.
Okay. So what is the size and potential of the online gaming industry in terms of the contribution of revenues, and with the 28% tax, if we could draw some numbers on what is the kind of revenue expectation for the coming year?
So last fiscal, we got a revenue of an estimated amount of about 1700 crore rupees. Now that is at an effective tax rate of only, about 2 to 3%. So if the effective tax rate going forward is to be 28%, which is about 10 times, then the revenue can be as high as 10 times the amount that we got, provided of course, that the volumes continue to be of the same order.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.